All right, so I don't know if these are silver, so I'm just drop a little acid on them. Nope, plated. Immediately turn green. This diamond is not real.
I did figure that diamond was real.
It's too good looking to be real. If it looks perfect, then it's yeah. This is her mom's.
This is all my mom's stuff, yeah. One here and here, that might be real.
Easy way for me to test is I can just see if I can move it with the magnet. So what I do is I rub this on the granite block here. And I just take this acid. And if the mark disappears like it did, then it's not gold. So the rest of the stuff basically is just costume. This is sterling. This is set in 14 karat gold.
Okay. And for sure these are fake, right?
Yeah, the magnet dragged them. Okay, for everything you're bringing me here, I'd be at 175 bucks just with this stuff. This stuff is all plated. I am gonna resell it because I do okay. I have a jewelry girl. There's not a whole lot of metal value. You have about $22 in silver here. I would resell this too, just because it's nice. I want to melt it down. The gold stuff here, this stuff I would probably melt down, and I kind of have to guess because like most of the weight is gonna be in this thing. Same with this. But like I resell costume stuff.
I'm okay with that.
That's okay. I just need a form of ID. All right, so really quickly here, 175, this is what I got. This is all my gold here. Really hard to determine what it melted at because like this thing, it's, most of the weight in it is there's the turquoise. So I will probably resell this pendant. I'm gonna resell some of this other stuff. I'm gonna melt down some of the other stuff. But I mean, most of the value here, honestly, is in the costume. There's some good costume and plated stuff that I paid. I mean, gold value, probably about $130, $140. I paid her 175. I'm gonna get that extra 40 probably on just one of these sterling pieces. So I'll probably make about $100-ish on what I did. Just opened up the mail. Got Lions Led by Donkeys, another one of my favorite podcasts. I'm gonna be sticking this up on my leaderboard. I got my bad currency. Afghanistan, right before the rise of the Taliban. This is from 1990. This is right before they stopped using horses and started using airplanes. Take off, but don't land. Then I got my African dictator money. These are going on my terrible things showcase. And then finally, from Beach City Coins, I bought this set. Some Franklin Mint boomer shit, August 10th, 1978, day before my birthday. I was born in 89, not 78. So this is a sterling silver set. These are like famous casino tokens from like all over the world. I bought this mainly because he advertised it to me at Melt, and it does sell for a little bit above Melt. And silver is really cheap right now, so what I might do, I might just stick this in the back. I'll throw it on eBay for like a ridiculous price, and I will sit on this for a while, but I can probably double my money if I keep it long enough. I really think silver is gonna go way up, and it's just so far down right now. This was a really good buy, this set. So this boomer shit shall live in the back, and actually, I'm gonna put this downstairs. I already have one of these up on my leaderboard, but thank you, Beach City Coins. You guys go follow him. Really good seller. I do a lot of business with him. I bought some great coins and some great sets from him, so check him out. Beach City Coins. Let's see, let's put this right here. You're like, why do I keep putting up advertisements for things that I like that are podcasts? Because I'm low-key trying to be a guest on one. I figured this is a good shot. It's worth it. It's worth a shot. Let me show you guys something here quick. So this person is offering me a Morgan that has been colorized, and they want a premium on it because it's a cool novelty item. But the fact is, a coin like this actually is damaged because it has been colorized. It's been monkeyed with. You could never send this in for grading. Yeah, it's cool, but I mean, this coin basically has just been damaged by being colorized like that. So it's not anything I'd pay a lot of money for. I'd pay probably 30 bucks on this coin, and I'd probably get about 40 or 50 from some boomer on eBay. But yeah, I mean, you can even see the color, whatever was done to it is like starting to peel off, so it's not even a good colorized one. But if you ever see stuff like this, don't ever pay a premium. This is just a novelty item. So just dug this out of the bag. This is a souvenir spoon, and it has the Mormon temple. Honestly, the detail on this spoon is beautiful. I was going through as I melt this stuff down, and I picked this one out, and I was like, oh, no way, I can get way above melt on this. Couple facts about the Mormon temple. I made a TikTok about it. I had my researchers look it up. The Mormon temple in Salt Lake City took 40 years to build, and it sounds like it was a hell of a process. It's obviously the world's largest Mormon temple. Mormons account for 49% of Salt Lake City's population. Construction began in 1853. It didn't end until 1893. Workers painstakingly transported these massive granite blocks, first by ox cart, eventually by railroad. Each of these blocks weighed 2,500 to 5,000 pounds apiece. You're allowed today to stroll around the grounds, but you can't just walk in. It's not open for tours. It is private. It is only for members of the church to go inside. It's about a 10-acre facility. And as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, Mormonism believes in the crucifixion, in Jesus Christ, and his resurrection, but they have a lot of strict rules. They don't allow tobacco, alcohol, tea, drugs, like rampant sex, all the things that I like to do. I'd make a terrible, I couldn't be a Mormon. Wouldn't work. They wouldn't have me. Well, not only would they not have me, but it's just my lifestyle is the antithesis of Mormonism. What I thought was kind of interesting is they won't let you in, but they will let you stop at a visitor center where they have a scale model. So it's like, here, you can imagine what it looks like inside. You can't go inside. Here's a scale model. Look at that. We're saving this from the melt pot. I'm gonna stick this on eBay. The spoon here, it is, so I own the spoon at $10.18, and I'm gonna try and get 60 bucks on it. I'm gonna put it on eBay right now. Mormonism. They wouldn't have the pawn man. They couldn't handle it. Though I like the idea of special underwear. Although I want mine with a hole in the butt. I think that's in the church. I've been thinking a lot lately, and you guys remember I've been smashing rings with hammers just to get views, and like, cause every time Evan smashes, the views go way up on the video, but it is kind of a, it's a completely amateur way of removing gemstones from rings. I need to get more professional here. I need to look like I'm actually like advancing in my career and doing more professional things. So one of those is, I'm now going to melt down jewelry and extract stones myself using a blowtorch. So I went to Home Depot this week, and I got a blowtorch, and I got a charcoal block, and we got some acid that looks suspiciously like cocaine. But I'm doing this for Between the Pawn and Not Pawn Man because this is my first time doing this. I went to another jeweler who does this. He showed me how to do it. It's not anywhere near as hard as I thought, but I might make some mistakes. So we're gonna keep this. The Between the Pawn is the less serious one, and then the Pawn Man I try. I try on all of them. What am I saying? I'm gonna quickly go grab some rubbing alcohol and let's get blowing. God damn it. All right, so we're gonna do it down here. We got a fire extinguisher. I think I have one laying over there. So I got my blowtorch, I got my scrap, needle nose. This stuff is acid. It looks suspiciously like something else. I gotta mix it with alcohol. Got some safety glasses and gloves, some rubber gloves. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's get these boxes out of the way. Have I mentioned that I have casters for sale? If you wanna buy some, please. Okay, so step one here, we have some boric acid, and we are going to mix it with some isopropyl alcohol. Now, I don't fucking remember how much. We'll just do a little bit of this, and I was really glad I didn't get pulled over with this in my car. Have some trouble explaining this. Or that'd be really funny if the cop just didn't believe me and was super corrupt and was like, haha, I'll let you off this time, and takes it, and then you read about a cop. Never mind. Never mind. Actually, I don't believe I've ever worn a mask of this caliber before. Let's see what all the fuss is about. All right, get the safety glasses on. We are ready to make the meth. Not really sure how much to use. I'll probably be okay. One of these days I'll be able to hire a cameraman. In the meantime, it's just me. Stir that up. So for now, until I get a better setup down here, I'm just gonna straight squat Slav do this. Slav squat, did I say squat Slav? Backwards day. So let's start out, I guess, with this 10-carat ring here. Glass ring, it's got a cheap fake stone in it, but I could sell the stone for something. So first things first, I gotta take my needle nose, dip this in here, like so. Really good. Put it on the charcoal block. There we go. Go. Look at that. So that's the gold that's left. Here is my shitty stone. Now, because it's a shitty stone, I guess I just singed it. If this was a good stone, the heat probably wouldn't have damaged it, but alas, cool. Look at that, it's the first thing I've ever melted. All right, let's check out this one. So this, I'm not sure what the carat is on this one. I way beat the lady up on price when I bought this because it's got so much weight in the top. I think it's a quartz, it's not expensive. So let's just, drop her on. Look at that, it's making the quartz just come right off. Like I said, I need a good operation for this. This is just me fucking around for the first time. This is gonna be exciting for the next hour or so.
1 hour later.
I'm just about done now. I'm gonna go home for the night. I gotta put this out, make sure I don't start a fire here, but you can see, these are some of the gemstones that I extracted. I was gonna say abstracted. And then this right here, this is 14 karat gold. Some of it I left alone, but you can see some of it I melted down. It's actually, this is kind of fun to do. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy doing this. So this is a work in progress. I'm gonna get a lot better at doing this. It will not be this poorly done. I'm gonna get like a whole station and have like actual things in place to make this. I'm not sitting on a floor doing this, but for now, hey, I got the stones out. That's what's up. Hello, how you doing? So, it's a silver plate, which I still buy it. It's $1 a pound. That's what these are.
Okay.
So you got some sterling.
Good.
Okay, what else we got? Oh my, and you even have the whole case.
Most of them should be sterling.
Yeah, most of these are sterling.
We can come back.
Oh no, it's I can go through this. None of them are gold, right? Nope, that's
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
Let's go through it because this one is gold.
Yeah.
This is actually sterling.
Oh, it is?
It's overlaid. It says 925.
Oh, okay.
I think these are all sterling chains.
All right, drop a little acid. Okay, that's silver. It would turn green if it wasn't. Looking at these coins, good news. You definitely got lunch money. Most of these you can spend. All right, 2,500.
That sounds good to me.
Cool. Cash check, 22, 23, 24, 2,500. That was very lucrative. We were gonna do really, really well on this stuff. I bought, oh here, let me show you guys. This is all sterling silver jewelry that I am not melting down, that I paid metal price on, and metal is way down right now. I might get fucking 50 bucks at least on each of these rings. Huge profit here. This is good gold jewelry I'm not gonna melt down. I don't think I'm gonna melt most of it down. The class ring's gonna go, but most of this stuff I'm gonna keep. Realistically, retail price here, 2,500 in, we might get 7,500 out when all's said and done. Now, it's not gonna sell overnight. In fact, I'm gonna call my jewelry grower right now and be like, hey, I got enough work for you for a month. Should I sell some of it to another jeweler that we know? But damn, that's what's up. That could happen every day. All right, just got the mail. So one of the hair daggers that I bought when I was in Louisiana, I sold. Well, I don't wanna tell you exactly what I paid for this. I'll just tell you that this was grossly underpriced. So what we're doing here, Evan, trade deal. I'm getting a 1 ounce gold eagle and I'm charging him $7.75 for the dagger. And then I'm also selling him this MS-63 War Merit medal from the Third Reich. I have an MS-64 in my hoard. I guess I got so zealous I double bought one of the ones that I already had. So I'm selling this one and I'm making about $100 on this one. I'm doing well on this deal. This is good. So I'm gonna see what else I can send him to Tyson, but I like this. He drew like a little zombie Hitler. Feel free to invade this deal on your YouTube or TikTok. Thank you. Donkey. I appreciate that, Tyson. All right, we got a nice little gift from a follower. This is going off my leaderboard. 1-800 Mr. Junker. Everybody has junk. So if you guys got junk, hit up Mr. Junker. Looks like they sent me some boomer shit. 5722. Evan, love your channel. Thank you for blowing that electric box. Keep up the good work. Pascal Pet. They sent me some t-shirts. 1-800 Junk Removal. Do you have junk? Is this junk a person you don't like? We'll remove it. My name's Evan. I don't actually work for 1-800 Junk Removal, but if there's somebody you want removed in your life who's total junk, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'm not even expensive. Fuck, I'm free. I'm sure that's exactly what Pat had in mind when they sent me their company logo for me to hold up and say good things about. I'm not even saying the right thing I'm saying. It's Mr. Junker. 1-800 Mr. Junker. Junk removal made easy. How's this for a happy ending? It's 8:15, I was about to leave. I stepped outside just now. Oh shit. Oh shit. So it was God, it's so humid you can like barely even see. It was pouring rain a second ago, and it just stopped. And then the siren started. And I'm like, oh God, I'm like looking up, and you guys see how bad my camera's fogging? It's so humid right now. But it just got like really still, and the rain completely stopped. There's some gnarly shit going on over there. I have maybe 5 minutes. Option one is I drive home really fast and I shut down here and I get home. Okay, so I'm thinking because I have a very, very, very safe basement here. I don't have a terribly safe basement at home, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it home in time to avoid the storm. But I don't want my kitty dying. And if there's a tornado, my kitty will die. Fuck, I'm gonna make it home. Okay, closed. Shit. I guess I'll finish blowtorching in the morning. Turn all that off. We're good. We're good. Oh my God. Oh shit, I'm too late. No, that car stopped. That car has stopped. Yeah, I'm gonna wait this out. Fuck it. Oh yeah. Like sheets of water. All right, back inside. Oh God. Under the awning, I got drenched. Jesus Christ. All right. I'll make myself comfy in the basement. I'm gonna text Seth and let my neighbor know. Hey, if there's a tornado, save my cat, please. What's going on, you guys? We're Between the Pond. I'm Evan, and joining me is one of the biggest probably the biggest coin TikToker on TikTok. Coin Hub, Mr. Blake Alma is on the program. Blake, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me. To be honest, you are very intimidating just because you have such a massive following and you have like the best social media handle for coins.
Right.
You sure leaped on that on TikTok, because like I feel like I'm one of the first content creators on TikTok, at least to get big in gold and silver and coins. And like when I was looking at like, you know, who's who and the names, it's like, oh yeah, he leaped on it right away. He got a really good one.
Yeah. I think a little ways back too. Like I remember.
When did you get on TikTok?
I've been on TikTok since January of 2020. What I remember you from your, I don't know if you still use it, from your old TikTok profile, and you posted a video about $50 with what you called a COVID mint mark. And it was like this little tiny microorganism mark on the back of the $50. You're like, it's worth thousands of dollars. I was like, really?
Oh, wait a minute. Come to think of it, yeah, that was, you called me out on that because it was fake. It was a gimmick. Sorry to rat you out here, Brad. But Brad Goss was the first one to do that, and he and I had just become friendly, and he's like, hey, I see you're making coin videos, so do I sometimes. You should do this thing that I did because the internet's buying it. You can help me sell this lie. And yeah, between he and I, like a lot of people were actually buying coins from the mint looking for it. Which I don't feel bad about because I help their country. So that's
right.
I guess so. Here's my first question for you. Do you ever have any dumb things you post an educational video about a coin and like, you know, somehow it gets misinterpreted?
Oh, it's happened multiple times. Most of the time it's like for nothing at all. Like it makes no sense at all. Like why they would say it's violated the community guidelines makes no sense at all. Like there was one recently that did, and I guess I used a video from someone else that I know personally. He was talking about coin, and I guess the background music, it said the F word, and I guess TikTok flipped out about that, but I repealed it, and I didn't even know it said that, so I didn't hear it. But then I think the one time they got me was on a TikTok live, and I was talking about coins, and I said, yeah, you know, it's Coin Hub, you know, it's named after Pornhub, you know, that's a joke. And then immediately they suspended me, and I was suspended for like, I don't know, like 4 weeks, and I was like, what, man? I was just saying, I didn't say anything. I was just saying where it came from. I mean, it was a joke. I'll swing a question back at you because I'm curious as a fellow content creator if you've ran into this. With me, let's say I spend a good hour making a coin video. I'm not gonna lie, it's not hard to make a coin video. I mean, literally, I pick a coin I want to talk about, and I make a video. It takes me 10 minutes to film it, and that's that. Sometimes I'll spend some extra time with editing it, and I'm like, you know what? This one's gonna do really well I have a good feeling about this. I have a good intro. You know, you got to suck them in the first 10 seconds or it doesn't go anywhere. I'm like, I got this. And then it goes absolutely nowhere. But on videos, you have no expectations whatsoever. Like, just don't think it's going anywhere. Those are the ones that blow up. You're like, what?
On my
Every
comedy page is why I don't do skits, because skits take hours, and
Right.
I have had skits that, fuck you, they're funny. I made a good skit, and it gets 1,000 views, and it's like, I could pull a joke out of my ass or recycle one, and it'll get 1 million. And I'm gonna put hours into a skit that is a good product, and it goes, yeah, so. No, my philosophy on TikTok is do not take more than 10 minutes to make a video, because it's not worth it, and B, the dumb shit flies and the smart shit crashes.
Right on. No, you couldn't be more right about that. And what I've discovered, you have 5 to 10 seconds, if that, to really sell what you're about to say. And that's it. And it's hard to figure that out. And for me, it's like, hey, yeah, this coin's worth $4,000 and here's why. And I do feel bad to a degree to the coin community, that I really have to dumb down the coin error that I am talking about so that TikTok actually gives it views. If I go into great detail on what the error is and how it's done, you know, the base value, the average value of a circulated error is like $50. And I say that, and then nobody cares. So I'm like, well, the record price sold for, you know, 5,000, and people are like, oh, that's so cool. And I feel bad. I'm not lying, but I'm kind of exaggerating to a degree what the coin value is in order to get views. And like the coin value, what I said is correct, but it's a record price. It's not like the average price. A record price for, you know, MS66, you know, Wisconsin extra leaf error, you know, is several $1,000s, whereas the average goes for, you know, $30. And so, you know, I can't say that.
That's what sells. You know, I really like talking about crime on TikTok, but I got to be careful because it's like I'm just sharing something that happened. Holy shit. The Nazi stuff is one of the reasons why my account originally blew up, because I discovered sensational controversy really sells, but there's such a fine line to walk because TikTok wants to erase history and be like, oh, don't talk about this.
Yeah.
This is the fucking news. We should talk about this. We're repeating ourselves. Holy shit. That's why I talk about it all the time. Let's change gears here just a pinch. So you mainly deal in modern coins. What got you into coins? What was the first coin that you got? What was the first error that you got? And are you running a business on TikTok? Because I don't see you selling. I see you just sharing information.
So to answer the first one, my first form of currency was a 1957 silver certificate, $1 bill. No value whatsoever. They were worth maybe $1.25. I was actually at church. I was like 9 years old, and I was part of the children's choir, and I was up in the front row with all the other kids. And there was this older gentleman that always sat in that front row, and he was a really nice, friendly guy. I always handed out Jolly Ranchers to kids, sweetest guy in the world. And I saw him. He opened up his Bible. In his Bible, he had a really old note. It was the 1957 silver certificate that I still have today. It's actually hanging on my wall over here. And I asked him about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it's an old bill. You know, it's cool, whatever." I'm like, "Oh, it's neat." And then that was the end of that conversation. The next month goes by. We're singing again, and sure enough, I see it again. I said something, and he's like, "You know what, Blake? Here, I want to give this to you. I want you to promise me that you're going to keep this until you're really old like me." And I said, I promise. Still have it today. He passed away in 2012, but his name was Tom Estes. But he's the guy that got me started. He gave me other coins over the course of a few years, and that's what really got me into coin collecting. And then one of my best friends, still one of my best friends to this day, he coin collects, and we just got each other into it. We traded coins. I think I traded him once like a 40% silver proof Eisenhower for a BB gun. I still have that BB gun. We just traded, and then it just grew from there. And it's an infatuation of mine.
Equal value. How many BBs you put through that thing?
I've killed a couple squirrels with that BB gun to this day.
Of squirrels. I'm not proud to admit it. I feel bad about all the. My dad got me a BB gun when I was 10 at our cabin, and the body count went from 10 to 13. And well, I am going to hell for that. There's a lot of things I'm going to hell for, but definitely all those small animals.
I ate those small animals for what it's worth. Okay, I did eat them.
No comment.
I haven't eaten a squirrel in years, but I used to be really outdoorsy. In fact, I have a whole background in the outdoor community, but I loved it as a kid. But I kind of fell away from coins, and like I said, I was in the outdoor community, and I grew in that, and just got away from coin collecting. And then stuff happened, if you will, controversial stuff happened, and then actually ended I had an outdoor television program, and that ended because of some controversy, and so political controversy, but had nothing really to do with me. But anyway, I grew back into coins, and I was like, you know what? My mom made like this gaming page. It was she loves games, board games, it's one of her passions. And she called it like Llama Gaming. I don't know. I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna make one for coins. But I put it on TikTok, and she put hers on Instagram, and I called it Coin Hub as a joke. You know, I was like, whatever, it's funny. It took me 4 seconds to make the logo. Easiest thing in the world. It worked. I had no intentions.
Not to interrupt you, on Discord, my main channel is called Pawn Hub. So yeah, it does work. Isn't it cute?
It just worked, and so I had no intentions whatsoever that was going to blow up. Zero idea. I just did it as a hobby for fun, and so it did. I have found that no one on TikTok gives a living crap about old coins, and I like to think the reason of that is, one, they don't recognize these coins, and then 2, you don't find them in circulation. You're not going to find a Morgan dollar in circulation, even though I have once. You're just not going to. It's just, the chances of it are incredibly slim. The only reason I found it because I'm a really avid coin collector. If you don't know anything about coins, you're not going to think anything of it.
I'm going to give you $1 back as a Morgan?
That's exactly right. So what happened was, this was when I was 19, so this was a few years ago. A coworker of mine, I was at a gas station, and he paid with a Morgan dollar and gave it to him, and he was like, weird, didn't think anything of it, and he took a picture of it and sent it to me. He's like, hey, is this a valuable coin? I'm like, dude, yeah, take that. And he swapped it out, and I gave him like $20 for it. So, I mean, I thought it was really cool. And then silver was like 30-something bucks an ounce, so I got a pretty good deal for that one. But that was the only time. That's the only time I've ever seen anything that cool, like a large, dollar coin in circulation, except in Eisenhower. Nobody cares about those. As far as modern coins, I actually like old coins far more, and most of my collection is older coins. The reason why I primarily focus on modern coins is because it blows up better on TikTok, and people like it, and then people just respond more to the newer stuff. And so if I post a video about, Morgan dollar or some other coin there back in like a flying cent air, whatever it might be, nobody cares. It doesn't go anywhere, and that's why I don't really promote it. And if it was on YouTube, I would, but I don't have a giant following on YouTube, and I'd like to one day convert that some TikTok followers into YouTube. I just haven't had the time to do that, and I know YouTube is
pushing a boulder up a mountain. Where do you see American coinage going? Do you think we're going to stay with American coins? Are we going to get rid of them and go to a digital system? Are we still going to have pocket change? What do you think is going to happen?
The mint makes too much money off of coin collectors to stop making coins. The amount they lose in making pennies and nickels, they make back through collectors, buying from the mint and all of that, and through coin circulation. It's worth it. It's worth it to them. They don't care. Canada's not a big enough country for them to have kept making pennies, and there's not enough coin collectors for them to have continued minting them. That's why they discontinued it. That's why it hasn't been discontinued in the United States. They don't care about $150 million. Government doesn't care about money, obviously. They spend $3 trillion a year. But I do not personally hate the idea of discontinuing pennies. And here's why.
I don't either, particularly because I have a lot of very high-grade pennies that I feel are undervalued, and they will shoot the fuck up as soon as that happens. So do you think maybe that they'll stop making business strikes? They'll only make mint proofs?
I wouldn't mind that. I would think that's. I wouldn't mind that. I think pennies are useless in today's day and age. Penny has no value, especially with skyrocketing inflation.
This cheap Jew quit picking up pennies at COVID. So if I gave up pennies at COVID, then as far as I'm concerned, pennies have been obsolete for 3 years now.
I don't even really bother that much with pennies anymore. I will go buy a box of pennies from the bank and look for it. I'll do that. I don't mind that. But I will not look through 10 pennies, or if I drop a penny or pick it up, I won't do it. I just don't care. It's a penny.
I like wheat pennies. I don't like the memorial pennies. I like some error pennies. I'd love to have a 55 double die. I've never seen one. Have you?
Have I seen a 1955 double? Do you know what? I've not. I've never seen one.
You've been doing this longer than me because I've only been doing this for 3 years. I fell into this and I ran with it, and that's why I am now. But I also just devoured knowledge when I got into this. That's how
It's once you're really infatuated by something, it's really easy to retain that knowledge, without a doubt. If you're passionate about something, it's the easiest thing in the world to retain. I've been quite collecting for 12 years now, but I've seen a 1943 bronze penny at the Smithsonian.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait a minute, I did too, but I was also at the Smithsonian.
That's why they have a whole it's very small. They have like a whole section of like.
I know the size kind of underwhelmed me, but it's also like, okay, there's only like maybe about 50 coins here, but I am looking at maybe $500 million worth of coins.
That's exactly right. It's if you're a true pneumaticist and coin collector, you have to go.
I did the thing that I do at expensive museums is, can I rob it? I don't know. Let's find out how thick the glass. So I started like knocking on the glass and doing the testing because I did this at the MoMA in New York. I had numerous guards watching me by the time I was done with it because I was like, okay, how thick's the glass? How far is the building? Could I grapple? So Blake, one thing I've noticed with you is you don't show your face. You're one of the people that talks over the products, but there's not much this. It's all this versus for me, because I'm a Leo and I'm an egocentric narcissist, it's all this. And a little bit of this, but mostly this. Why the difference? What made you do your style? I mean, I guess answer my question why I do my style, because I'm fucked in the head.
There's a couple reasons. One, coin collecting's not about me. It's just not. I don't like it when people try to make it about them, and I just don't think it is. I think it grows past one person. And what's great about you, though?
See, that cut right through down to my.
No. What's great about you, though, is that your facial expressions are everything. They are fantastic and they're hysterical, and the way you talk makes it incredibly intriguing. Nobody would care if you did what I did. It's your awesome personality and facial expressions too that make Pawn Man what Pawn Man is. For me, it's not that. What it was is being the first guy to do it, okay? 2, the logo, because in the name, people think that's just hilarious. And 3, I'm really blunt and straight to the point. I'm like, okay, here's what it is. Here's what it's worth. Here's no extra stuff. That's it. Sometimes I'll throw in a joke in there. I remember I threw in a joke the other day. I said something, I was like, yeah, this coin's absolutely beautiful, like your mom. And that's it. Just like that. I didn't make any, it was just dry and easy. And so even though I really want to be super funny and goofy, I just don't think it's for me because I've already created my niche. And then, so as far as my face goes, I don't show my face because it's harder for me to focus on the coin if my face is in it, and I can't really get a good camera view of what I'm trying to show them if my face is in it. And 3, I just don't like showing my face on camera that much.
So I don't deal with modern errors because they're very minute and they're very hard to deal with, and usually it's some jackass that found some pocket change on the ground between popping, this pill and that pill, and they think they get $10,000 because they looked at it in a red book from 1980, and they brought in the red book that they borrowed from the library.
They got from Etsy.com, and then Etsy.com told them it was worth $50,000.
And it always starts with, I got something real valuable, and they reach into their pocket, and it's like, oh, no, you just broke the first rule. Nothing valuable comes from your pocket. So why do you deal in these modern errors when I don't scream at people, but like, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want them in my store because it always turns into this argument.
Right. Like I said, the reason why I talk about modern errors so much, and I have quite a few. I do have quite a few. Is because TikTok eats it up. The older stuff is so much cooler in every way. I think the coins are more beautiful. The errors are more unique because everything is so mechanicalized these days that errors aren't just cool anymore. They're like, oh yeah, it's a double die, or it has a lamination. It's all basic. With old coins, you get like the most bizarre errors ever, and you're like, what? How in the world did that happen? Well, it's because they don't have the machinery we do today. And so I personally, like I said, don't really deal with much modern coins either. I have a lot of pennies. I have a lot of error pennies, like almost an innumerable amount. But when it comes to dimes and quarters, modern dollars, I could count those coins in like 5 minutes.
Well, Blake, I shan't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for joining me here on Between the Pawn. You guys, please follow CoinHub on TikTok. He makes incredible content. Mr. Blake Alma. Blake, again, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Alright guys, well, if you like this video, be sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that notification button so you guys know when new episodes of Pawn Man and Between the Pawn are coming out. Post your comments in the section below. I will get to them on the next Between the Pawn. Get my books on Amazon, become a Patreon. Every dollar I get goes toward improving the show. Follow CoinHub on TikTok and follow me, you guys, at Pawn Man and at Evan Kale, and I will see you guys back here for another episode of Pawn Man and Between the Pawn. Between the Pawn. Later, guys.